Hey everybody, welcome to Jim Crowley Outdoors Live. Hope you guys are all having a good week, and thanks so much for joining us. We have just up here in a little bit, we have special guest Kathy France from DuraSafe, and she's going to join us here in a little bit. First couple things we got to tell you, as usual, we are brought to you live by Dakota Lithium Batteries. Best battery on the market. They've got the best warranty, no doubt. 11-year warranty, whether you're on the grid, off the grid. Get rid of that old battery and hook up like I did with Dakota Lithium. Now, tonight we're also going to have a little giveaway on the show. We're going to be giving away the new Jim Crowley Outdoors hat. I'm going to be giving one of those away to one of you. So if you've got any questions for Kathy, we're going to be talking security and safety with the DuraSafe company. And I think you guys are you're really gonna enjoy this because they make some great products. So I am going to bring in our guest, Kathy France. Kathy, how you doing?
Good, Jim. How are you?
Good, good. We've got a bunch of people joining us tonight. Hey, folks, if you've got some comments or whatever, you got some questions after Kathy and I start talking, please feel free to jump right in. Now, Kathy, I want to get right to it, and I think you guys have some of the most innovative products out there. By the way, folks, I've been to the factory. I've looked at everything, and we are working with DuraSafe now. Kathy lost a bet and decided that they were going to work with us, and so it's going to be. There's great things coming, but they've got a lot of great products. Kathy, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you started DuraSafe?
So we started DuraSafe with the realization that there was a gap in security products for the recreational world. So we started out kind of looking at ATVs for a while and how we could secure them in the woods, on trailers themselves. So we came out with a chain wheel lock many years ago, which was kind of the first product that we started with. And then since then, we've gone into the fishing world, which is where a lot of our locks are right now, securing fishing equipment.
Yeah, and so some of those locks she's talking about, I'm going to show a couple of them up here. And this is one of my favorites because I used it on my boat, and that's the E-lock system. If you guys can see that, you've got locks on either side where people can't easily remove your graph. I mean, Kathy and I have talked about this, that hey, listen, if a crook's going to want to get something, they're going to want to get it, but mostly they're lazy. We're going to do our best to keep honest people honest. And all these locks, I really like. The other thing that showed up, and I'm going to flash this on the screen again, is the bow mount lock, or it also works on your extensions right there. You can lock that on there. And Kathy, tell us a little bit about that locking system because it is really pretty unique.
So the E-lock is unique, and it's the only lock for electronics on the market, and it does lock the electronics itself to the bracket. And we came out with that lock because back when we came out with the lock, let me back up a little bit, this was before Humminbird was even owned by Johnson Outdoors, and there weren't a lot of players in the market. But since Johnson Outdoors took over Humminbird and just created an incredible piece of electronics that can do just about anything, we realized the absolute need to make sure that those electronics are secured to their bracket. So the E-lock was born out of that. And then the other lock that you had in that picture was for RAM unit, RAM mounts. If you have your electronics mounted to a RAM mount, you also have to remove that factory knob from the RAM mount itself and place a lock on it so everything is completely secured.
Now, when you guys are seeing this right here, I'm going to put this up for me and Kathy here to show you guys this. And this is the E-lock that she's talking about. So that can be put on all your graphs. Okay, so you can lock your graphs, and we're going to talk a little bit about key-to-like capabilities. And Kathy, you want to talk just a little about this? This is before you do that, this is the first product that I had from DuraSafe, and that's just the coupler lock. And that alone can save your trailer. It can also lock up your trailer, and they also have one that goes with your collapsible tongue. So pretty much DuraSafe handles everything that you can do, and we just put a video out. Matter of fact, with a couple things, we're going to be doing more videos for them too. But talk about that key-to-like capability a little bit, Kathy.
So when we first came out with the E-lock, there really was just the need for one lock itself to secure the electronics. You only need one on one side of the electronics. Most of our customers get two because they just want that added security. And with that, not only one on each side of an electronics unit, but there's also a lot of anglers right now running with 2 or 3 units on their boats. So it's necessary to have all of them locked. which is why we decided to come out with that capability of being able to lock all of the, or build all of the locks to have one key on it. So that one key technology sort of was a breakthrough once we realized how incredibly well electronics were selling on the market. There was that absolute need to make sure that we had convenience for the user of our locks and that everything could be key to like, not only for the electronics lock, but also for the trolling motor lock, like you had mentioned, and all of the trailering locks that we produce as well. So everything from the back of the boat to the back of the tow vehicle can be keyed with one key.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty incredible. I'm going to show you guys a little video I did before I sold my boat this last week. And we're going to show you a little bit about that key to light capability. Now, so I've easily got it right there on my trailer lock. That same key, I don't have 3 or 4 different keys. Everything can fit. There's my upfront Humminbird graph right there with the E-lock. The key easily fits in there. I can take those off or put them on if I want. There's a bow mount lock right there. I can easily do that all with the same key. I even got one for the spare tire lock. So that all fits. That's everything that DuraSafe can do very nice and easily. And I want to talk a little bit about the spare tire lock, because that was one, when I saw that was a product that I bought right away. And I'm going to tell you folks why. Several years ago, we were going down the road, and I'm a double and triple check guy, but when you're driving 7-8 hours, you're tired. And sometimes it was my fault. I didn't check the spare tire. Well, we get home and you look at your trailer and you go, something's not right. I don't know what's missing. And what was missing was my spare tire. I actually had a guy call me from Iowa that watched the show and said, hey, I saw your tire come off on the thing. And he goes, it just bounced off the road. Thank the good Lord, nobody was hurt. But since then, I've been making sure that those nuts and bolts are tight on my spare tire. Well, the good thing about the spare tire lock is now, once I have it on there, it protects me from 2 things. 1, from my tire ever coming off. And 2, if somebody ever wants to steal that spare tire, they're going to have a really hard time doing it, because there's really no good way to get a grip on that one nut that is locked with the DuraSafe lock on there. I just think it's a great product. Now, Kathy, we just also did a video together for talk about the coupler lock that you guys have, because I had a scary experience about that. But you also told me that you had some customers tell you about that, and then you guys came up with the Coupler Protect Plus.
We did. So originally it was the Coupler Connect, which was a product that helps you back your vehicle up to your trailer. So your hookups are extremely difficult at times, and you can be getting in and out of your vehicle to check on the location of your coupler compared to your tow ball. So we came out with the Coupler Connect, which was a guide that helps you attach your boat to your tow vehicle. But then what we also realized is we can make another accessory, and that particular one is exactly what you're talking about, Jim. When you are hooked up, you've got your coupler in place over your tow ball, and you put your coupler latch down. And then what the Coupler Protect portion does is it prevents your vehicle from your tow or your trailer from accidentally popping off your tow vehicle. So it's keeping everything completely connected from the connected source of the tow ball and the coupler itself. So it's more of a preventative from an accident device than a locking system, but it definitely, exactly to the story that you had, it's when and if your trailer would pop off of the tow ball, it is an extremely difficult situation to be in, because you have your tow chains in place, obviously, to make sure that the boat stays connected, but it's still hard to slow down, make sure that you don't ram the back of your vehicle, or you don't get some sway in your trailer happening that it makes it a bigger accident, so to speak, than to be able to like safely pull off over the road. So that's why we came out with that accessory.
And I think it's
Coupler Connect Plus Protect is the product itself.
And if you guys want to see it, there's already thousands of views on it on Facebook. I told the story about what happened to me. We showed you exactly how to get this product. I got to take a time out for a second here, Kathy, because we got people popping on. Nigel, good to see you. Glad you finally made a live event too. Very nice to have you. James Yerlum, hi, buddy. Glad to have you. Jim Coble, yes, I agree. They have great products. Glad you guys are popping in, and thanks for commenting on that. We got just going to take a second here, just so you guys joining us. Again, we've got Kathy France here from DuraSafe Locks. And if you joined us late, you can easily see this interview on the Jim Crowley Outdoors Facebook page. And thanks to those of you joining us on YouTube. I appreciate that too. Randy, hi, how are you? Nice to see you. Michael Palin from Florida. Mike, hi, buddy, how are you? Thanks for joining us. So you can see us on Facebook after this is over, as well as as well as YouTube. And of course, we got to say we are brought to you by Dakota Lithium Batteries for the best warranty in the industry on batteries. Dakota Lithium, 11-year, plus they have a lot of other great products, and they are good enough to help us out with this show. So check out Dakota Lithium at dakotalithium.com. Kathy, you guys, one of the things I want to talk about too is, one of the new trolling motors out there is the Ghost. It's the Ghost trolling motor from Lowrance. And now you guys have a couple brand new locks that are out that also help with the bow mounts for different trolling motors. Why don't you get into that a little bit?
Yes, so we introduced the Ghost lock a couple months ago, and we're excited about that. We had a long list of people that were needing it and wanting it. So we were really happy to come out with that earlier this year. And then just as of last week, and I believe next week, we're coming out with 2 versions of a lock for the quick release brackets.
Right.
And that would be for the Minn Kota style trolling motors. So if you've got a trolling motor that's on a quick release bracket, we've got 2 locks coming out that'll again be in the key to like capability world of our locks. So we're really excited to bring those to market because again, we had a lot of requests for those. So
yeah, and we got a question here for you, Kathy, from Jim Kolba. He says, does DuraSafe have a lock that will work with the B&W hitches? Well, yeah, if you're going to lock the hitch on there, you darn right they probably do, don't you, Kathy?
Yeah, I think if you're talking about the adjustable height mount, we do have one. It's called the adjustable mount lock on our website. So check that out. It should fit. And I do think we have some pictures too of a B&W hitch. And if it's not a B&W hitch, it's one very similar to that. So
there you go, Jim. There's your answer. And I'll tell you what, I have the hitch lock as well for mine. It's not a B&W, but I do have the hitch. And again, it's that key to like. He just gave a thumbs up. He's probably going to the website. Jim, check it out. You'll probably find something there that you like. They have just about everything to protect their stuff. Rhonda, my beautiful wife, chimed in tonight. Yes, hi, Rhonda. I'm glad she's just upstairs. It's not like she's that far away anyway. But let's see. Here we go. Michael Payon from Florida has a question for you, Kathy. He said, will the trolling motor lock work in salt water?
It will, yes. It's made of stainless steel and marine grade materials. So absolutely.
There you go, Mikey. Just what you wanted. I just saw him at ICAST. Next year we're there, Kathy. We've got to introduce you to Mike. He's a great guy in the industry. You'll love him. Nigel just commenting, I'm very interested in better locking system for my Minn Kota quick release bracket. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Yeah, Mike, go check out DuraSafeLocks.com. You will most likely find something. And Mike just said, fantastic. Really appreciate all you joining in tonight. I'm glad we're doing a giveaway. This is the kind of good fan base that we have. These guys are very loyal. Ladies and gentlemen that chime in, I thank you so much. We wouldn't have a show without all of you. And I really appreciate you chiming in. Kathy, there's going to be, and hi, Rick Reed. Yes, I didn't miss you, Rick. Hi, good to see you. Kathy, you guys are going to be, I want you to talk a little bit. When we talked at ICAST, and guys, I want to bring this up because of the innovation that I feel DuraSafe never stops doing. Rob Menendez just said, love the DuraSafe locks. So there you go. You got a fan already right there. Kathy was actually at ICAST this year talking with Humminbird and Lowrance and all that. And Kathy, you and your team are always looking at the newest electronics and the newest stuff coming out to see how you can make an innovative lock for that. Can you tell our folks a little bit, because you guys always seem to be on top of it?
Well, we try. I mean, ICAST is definitely a research arena for us to get some of our ideas. And if the electronics companies like Humminbird or Lowrance or Garmin have changed things, and we work with them closely to try to understand if they've changed the bolts or their gimbal knobs, the threads and the thread lengths, so that we can make sure that we've got everything in the package when the e-lock goes out of our door. We're working with Garmin right now to come out with some lock for their EchoMap because they have a quick release bracket. So we're working with them to try to develop a lock for that one as well. So it's always exciting. I mean, the world of electronics, as far as the marine industry goes, has been so exciting in the past 10 years. Just the developments that they come out with every year. It's making those electronics unit so much more interesting, and all of the electronics things that are coming out with the Panoptix and just the way that people are fishing.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Fish finders now, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and guys, what I want to do is I want to play for some of you that joined us late. Yep. I want to play this one more time for you guys. It's real short. Kathy and I were talking, if you missed the beginning of the show, about the key to light capability, because we've talked about a lot of locks in here and a lot of things that can lock up your investment. That's basically what DuraSafe does, is they lock and protect your investment. And when we talked about the key to light capabilities, this is what I was talking about. And you see, I'm just taking the key out of my coupler lock right there, and I've got the same key. With all the DuraSafe products, they are key. You can have them key to light. So you need one key that will work in all their products. Nobody else does that. Nobody else does that with the consistency that DuraSafe does. So you see, there's 3 locks right there. We've got another one coming up. Like I said, one of the things that I definitely got right away was a spare tire lock. That's just stuff that I think is important, because as anglers, we already have a ton of stuff in our boat and a ton of things to remember. Hooking up the right way. Do we bring the right rods? Do we bring all the right tackle and everything? You don't need 5 keys laying around the boat, or 6 keys, or 10 keys. You need 1. All right. And they will do that for you. They also sell their locks in packages. Go to DuraSafeLocks.com and check out the packages that they have. There are certain things that they can put together for you, so it actually saves you a little bit of money when you bundle. Isn't that right, Kathy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do have some bundles online right now. But certainly everybody's setup is a little different. Somebody might have 2 electronics, somebody might have 3, and a trolling motor that they need to lock up. So we really build each order that we get customized to exactly what that customer needs.
Yep.
And then I also want to point out that even if you bought 3 locks today and you wanted 3 more in a week or a month, if you add your key number to your order, we're able to build those new locks to your existing locks as well.
And just so you guys know, when you go, so I've got a couple more questions for you. Do you have a Canadian distributor? I got one of our viewers from Canada.
We do. Principal Outdoors is their name, but you can certainly contact us directly and we'll get you in touch with John Noel.
Nigel, there you go, buddy. He's from Canada, and there you go. So Nigel, if you missed that, watch this over again. So that way you know that there is a distributor. Rick Reed said, good. It gets old taking off equipment of your boat at every tournament. Rick, I agree. And when you travel like we do, both you and I, you fish a lot of tournaments. I fish some tournaments and then travel for the show. Yeah, it gets old. And that was one of the best things, is I don't have to take my stuff off all the time now because I can lock it. And Rick, you really might want to take a look at their website, because again, those packages that Kathy and I just discussed, you could really probably save some money and make a good protection of your investment. So I'll tell you what, a lot of people chimed in tonight. I really appreciate all of you chiming in. Kathy, just give them some more information, just a little information about where they can find you on social media, and again, the website and everything. Rick said he will check it out. So thanks, Rick. Really appreciate that. And so Kathy, tell them a little bit more about where they can find you.
Yeah, so DuraSafeLocks.com is our website. And like I said, you can build whatever you need, put it in your cart, and we'll build that order specific to your needs. And anytime in the future you need to add more locks to your setup, we're happy to build those as the key that you already have.
I don't think it get any simpler, any better than that, folks. I mean, that's DuraSafeLocks.com. You can find them on Facebook as well. And just so you know, I've hooked up with DuraSafe. We're going to be doing more of the explanation videos for them that you're going to see on social media, as well as their website, because they have a lot of great products, easy explanation, and we're going to be working together to get those out to more of you, because locking up your investment, locking up what you worked, what your family worked hard for to have, you deserve to keep that. And the best way to keep that investment safe, without question, is DuraSafe. Kathy, thank you so much for joining us. Loved having you on here. We'll be in touch soon. Anybody, if you got any other questions, make sure you put the comments down here below, or you can just go to DuraSafe and ask them. But if you want to put it on here, I'll make sure that if there's any follow-up questions, that they will get to Kathy if I think she needs to answer those questions, and make sure you guys get all the right information that you need. But stay tuned after this, because I'm going to do a giveaway of one of our hats. But remember, DuraSafeLocks.com. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. Rick just came in. Thanks for the great info. You're very welcome. Kathy, thanks so much for joining us. We will be talking soon, and have a great rest of the night.
Thank you. Thanks, Jim. It was a pleasure. And thank you, everyone, for listening.
She is the best. But I'll tell you what, talk about working with another great company. I'm really blessed to work with all the companies I do, and DuraSafe is just one of them. We're going to be doing some really cool stuff out there, folks, just to make sure that you have the best equipment to lock up what you worked your butt off to get. We're going to make sure that you see the videos, how you can protect your investment. Okay, so here's what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to give away 2 of these tonight. I want to give away 2 of these hats. So you're on live, you're here. I've got the neon green ones, and I've also got the black and white ones. First 2 people that comment and say, I want a black and white one, I want a neon green one, I will give a hat to each of you, and I'll get your address. I'll message you on Facebook. So who wants a black and white hat right here? If you want one of those, just post a comment, and then we will get you one of those hats. Rob Melendez said green. Okay, Rob, you got a green one. And there, Jason Estes, you got the black and white one. Bam, just like that. I will contact you guys on Facebook tonight or tomorrow. And Payon, you're late. Sorry, buddy. You know somebody. You know, I might have to help you out. But so Jason and who was the other one? Rob Menendez and Jason Estes. You guys were the first 2 to say something. Thank you, everybody, for the comments, and thank you for joining us and making this another great guest. We have some awesome guests coming up. Every 2 weeks, we're going to have a show, and I've got a special surprise for you guys coming up next month. We're going to have a really special guest on this, and we've also got another great guest in 2 weeks. Stay tuned. This show is getting bigger, and it's getting better. And it's getting that because of all of you. God bless you. I tell you what, I want to tell you guys all thank you again very, very much. God bless you. Stay safe. Thanks for joining in the Jim Crowley Outdoors Live. We'll see you soon.